We went to Neuhof. There was a massacre there. Tracked them down to a massive bandit camp. And well, it was pretty peculiar that there was that somehow they were able to create a massive bandit camp right under their noses. And the guy who was the leader didn't have a sword. Then, yeah, we basically told that they were also had forged money, almost indistinguishable from the real thing. Just a pile of copper and silver. Then we heard that the people that we got from Talmud were supposed to be defending Meroyat. However, they were fighting with us at purpose levels. Meroyat got attacked to show them that they're so strong. However, the villagers drove them off. They were even able to capture one of them in Meroyat. So, I'm on my way to Meroyat to see what's going on. That's a pretty quick recap, I guess. Like, how the hell were they able to gather so many people, not just bandits, also humans, in purpose levels? I mean, a ruined village, and there wasn't really anyone there, no one was living there. I'm on my way to Meroyat. See what's going on. I'm getting ambushed here. And the armor is fully repaired. It's 100%. The condition of all my armor is 100%. Same my weapons and clothes. Clothes, but basically my pants or my no woman hose. My red gambeson.
Yeah.
And my Scarlet Scholars hood. That's the window where Timmy used to work. Was supposed to work. He went to Coleman Farm to flee, which is also near Meroyat. I mean, attacking the village but then get driven off by villagers, I mean, that doesn't prove you're still strong. All that means is you're not much, you're weak. It's just the complete opposite. It's saying you're weak. Malakar.
Are you Malakar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Saradzik Kobala. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzik won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
No one could have known what would happen.
If Saradzik hadn't pissed off into the woods and stayed in the camp, They would never have dared attack us.
If Sir Radzig hadn't gone into the woods, he'd have left so many to attack here that you'd never have fought them off.
Makes no odds now. We've a different problem to deal with.
If there's anything I can do, just tell me.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
She is. I was there.
It might have crossed your mind to send someone there sooner.
People are barely venturing outside their own homes, they're so scared. And word has got around that the plague is raging here. If someone met us wandering about, well, I'd fear the worst. And besides, you're the envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla himself. Your word will carry more weight in the monastery than some lowly peasants.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. It's probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well. I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That I can promise you.
Have a word with Johanka at the monastery? Now, I already have the monastery of all the sick people. So, that's okay, you know? Yeah, I can talk some more to him. Nope. Villager. Are you from Melikar's farm?
You're from Melikar's farm?
Yes?
I need to talk to the captive.
Oh, no. Melikar forbade me to let anyone near him.
I want to help these people out too.
Let's try it another way then?
God bless.
I mean, I want to help them anyway.
Oh! What? No.
It is still early, it's almost, but it is still almost 8. And I wake up every day at 6. She's in agony. See, you guys can tell me I want to help. I'm a good guy, I want to help them. They're in pain.
Go away.
Please, no more suffering.
Some of you want to die.
Jesus, lad, what are you doing here? Can't you see the plague cross on the door?
I'm here because of it. The monastery sent me to help.
God
No,
bless
they
you, boy.
didn't.
It's about time.
I need to know exactly what you're suffering from.
Oh, I see. Well, I have a dreadful fever. My wife too. I recall almost nothing of yesterday. I was raving for most of it.
Is there anything else? Apart from the fever?
Well, forgive me for saying so. The shit just pours out of me. I can't keep anything in. I'm completely worn out. My wife's the same.
You have my thanks. I'll try to bring help.
Mother of God,
Wait a minute, will you?
bear the pain.
I have one favor to ask.
So tell me.
I need to write my will. Can you write?
Yes.
I might manage that.
Excellent. So get writing.
Yes?
I, Vincent, son of Vincent, grandson of Vincent of Mehoyed, do bequeath my estate and all my worldly goods to my wife Wilma. If my wife were to pass away with me, I bequeath all to my cousin Dobesh, at this time the cobbler in Yanovitz. In no event shall my prodigal son Elia, the layabout and good-for-nothing, inherit a single groschen, all customs and traditions aside.
Should I write that too?
Yes, and then write, the executor of my last will is to be my good friend, Father Fabian, presently the parish priest of the Church of St. Martin in Sasso.
Anything else?
This will was written down by. What is your name?
Henry. Presently in field teacher Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, I never. That will add some weight. Here, take my ring, so Fabian will know it to be truly from me. You can never be sure nowadays.
Your son Elijah. What did he do to you?
Christ almighty. Trying to interfere, are you? What did he do? Everything. He was to be married, and instead he ransacked the house and ran off. The little fucker. Last we heard he was some jackhand in Sus. Boozing, playing dice, lying and cheating for a living. Such a disgrace.
Where can I find Father Fabian?
Well, where do you think? In St. Martin's Church, of course.
All right.
It's not a monastery.
Yes. Go now. Go before you catch the disease. Then where will we be?
Well, I go to Red Eye Sasso a lot. Sometimes Ledesco too. Every now and then Uzic. And I'm also sometimes in Talmberg. I mean, there's one guy living in Rovna and the priest, but I don't go there often. How about this? It's better to wash yourself. Most of the time, I mean, the Black Death stopped. Well, stopped. I wouldn't say stopped. I mean, less people started dying from it as soon as people started washing themselves. And try, and you know, when they set traps for rats.
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
These bandits, who were they?
Some thieving rabble. What do I know? Maybe those damned humans, but they spoke Czech. Ask the captive at the Melikars.
How did you manage to fight them off?
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn old Melikar. If it wasn't for that, none of us would be here.
It looks like you fended them off, though. I can't see any burned houses.
They had no time for that, but they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others. We've a number of wounded, and now the plague to crown it all. Christ preserve us.
So basically, the plague came after the bandits attack.
Melikar, Straw. Those names are new to me.
They're locals. Melikar's been in charge here since old vassal Smill from Neuhof passed away. May God grant him eternal peace. And Straw, that's the local woodsman. Poor fellow. The bandits killed his son, and his wife has the disease.
Where will I find
Melikar's right behind me.
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, Melikar's is the house on the left.
His house is also afflicted.
I'd like to talk to Straw.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road, you'll see Straw's house on the right.
And the disease? Tell me something about it.
I don't want to tempt fate by talking about it. Makes me shudder to think of it. There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock, and now it's people. Like Melikar's wife, poor thing.
I'm looking for Matthias. I think he works at the stud here.
Matthias. Wait, I know. He's not been here long, isn't that right?
Not long, it's true.
Well, those bastards got him. He's laid up at the stud now. His arm's in a bad way, but at least he's still alive.
Thank you. Thank you, that's all.
I mean, he's not here before the bandits attack. Then you can't find Matthias.
How?
Matthias.
You're a sight for sore eyes. What are you doing here?
It's good to see you too, Matthias. Sir Radzig sent me here to investigate the raid.
Sir Radzig? Looks like you've come up in the world, mate. You're here as his envoy?
He took me into his garrison.
Hal the blacksmith's boy in the service of his lordship. Who'd have ever thought it? My luck hasn't been so good.
You survived. That's something to thank God for.
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here. There's some disease spreading.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad. It started the day after the raid. First the horses got sick, then other animals, and now people are falling ill too.
Damn! Are you alright?
Well, at least I haven't caught the sickness.
But you've been hurt?
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all. My arm's badly broken, but better than a broken neck.
Tell me about the raid.
What do you want to know?
But could give him marigold decoction.
I hear one of the raiders was taken captive. I'd like to question him.
Aye, old Melikar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn. But be careful.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melikar still hasn't decided what to do with him.
I can tell you what he'll do with him. He'll hand him over to Sir Radzig's envoy. Me.
I doubt Melikar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid, and now this plague. God knows what they'll do.
They can come to Red's Eye and watch him hang.
Can you describe the raiders?
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans, though. They spoke Czech.
You talked to them?
Actually, they can watch him swing at the gallows hill at Red
They're very
Eye.
sure of themselves to begin with, but when we hit them in the woods, they didn't look so brave.
I know you've got courage enough for any man, but how did a bunch of untrained villagers manage to hold off armed bandits?
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melikar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could. Pitchforks, axes, flails, and we went out to face them.
What? You mounted an assault against them?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the last thing those whoresons expected. A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torture. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they took the bastards by surprise.
I understand old Straw wants revenge, but first I have to question that bandit. What happens after is no skin off my nose.
Good luck, then.
About this sickness. When did this plague start?
The day after the raid, the horses were lying down in the stables, so we knew something was up. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals started getting sick, one after the other, and then people.
What are the signs that someone's getting sick?
Well, I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of fever and shakes. Some are throwing their guts up, and others are spewing from the other end.
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows for sure if it was the plague that got him. Either way, the animals are dropping like flies, and people will end up the same for sure.
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much.
Yeah,
I
you're
know
resting your
Mother
body
Straw
on your
sick ones
arms.
at home.
Can I ask you a bit about Method yet?
I haven't been here long enough to learn much, but ask away.
Can you tell me something about Old Straw?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come and a hothead. He's been out of his mind since his boy died.
It's normal to grieve, eh?
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death. What's worse, his wife caught the sickness, and he's not taking care of her.
Where can I find this?
When you take the main gate out
Oh,
of the
the
stables,
stables.
you'll see 2 cottages outside. Straw lives in the right-hand one.
Yeah, me
What's
good.
Melikar like?
The locals look up to it. Smill used to be in charge here, but he was killed in Neuhof.
I know.
Sir Hanush hasn't had time to appoint a new vassal, and folk need someone to speak for them, so they picked Melikar.
Thank God you had someone here who could take the reins.
Aye.
Where does Melikar live?
When
On
you
the
take
left.
the main gate out of the stables,
Yeah, I already heard that for someone else. Honestly, I would give Matthias marigold decoction. Matthias. See, all the houses are afflicted. If not, not everyone might have the disease. Alright, that's normal, I guess.
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
He's dead.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melikar said the dead should be buried at once.
Tell me first. I need to go around other infected houses too. But then I'll be back and I'll help you.
Thank you. But please do come back. I can't do it alone.
It's not
My
that
husband had
hard.
the fever all over.
Anything else?
She can put him
He
in.
had
I'm
great
not gonna.
pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
I mean, I will dig a grave. Of course, I mean. But they're burning most of the bodies. What does this guy need to be buried? Oh, yeah. Investigate the plague in Mehoyat. Dear grave, last one said that. I know. Oh no, B is I think no, wrong button. Like where? Yeah, B is the other thing. Mind the house? I think I have a shovel in my, yeah, spade.
Such a senseless waste.
I mean, poor hygiene is one of the reasons why people are, you know, it's one of the reasons why people are going to die.
Brother, dearest brother, is that you?
Yes, it's me, your, brother.
My friend is nearly here. We need to get the skeleton for the fair.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother? You're one of those brutes! Brother! Lock the door! They're back again, please, God, no!
Brother, don't you recognize me? It's me, your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes. Yes. I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty. Terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm burning in hell. I can drink a pitcher of water and right away I'm parched again. Take care now.
Okay, so that's what's wrong with him. Alright, let's see what... Will they wake up?
Leave me be.
Lord. No.
There's nothing outside.
Okay, so... they all have diarrhea, they keep shitting everything to eat the shit out right away. Some of them have the chills, others have fever. Then others are, some of them are throwing up, they're thirsty. Oh, okay. Strawless here.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I hold Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife. You bastard.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
Something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
A quack are like, you know, they don't actually help. Those are fake. A quack is a fake doctor.
Fever. Just like Melchar's wife.
Christ almighty. I can't stand it anymore.
Don't speak to me.
Fuck, I'm eating from an infected house. I think I should go talk to Melkar. This is his house. Someone else wanted me to help them dig a grave. But where? This woman wanted me to... This woman, she wanted me to, Alright, quest log. I can do all that later. I mean, he's sick too. So, I gotta go to Cesar for pestilence. Oh, there's the medical. I also gotta go there for the last will. Okay, can't talk to him.
Yeah.
A is secondary, but I should still do it. I mean, I know you can pick. I know he's in a barn behind Malachi's house. His wife is sick in the house. What I could do is break in, interrogate him, and leave. See, I don't want to be in a house with the plague.
Yeah.
Dude. Just all I can say is dude. One, two, three, four, five. He's done. He's dead.
Come on, then.
Give up. Surrender. Dumb fucking peasants. Look at me. You think I'm someone to be messed with? I don't take any pleasure in killing peasants. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, whenever one of these peasants give up, lately I've been letting them go. You know, I mean, but they, as long as they leave their weapon. Because, I mean, anyone with even slightly, a slight amount of combat training can kill them. Like even if they get the drop on you, and well, they think they got the drop on me, but I still owned them. Like, they probably won't try something like this again.
Yeah.
However, bandits with actual armor actual prepared bandits, those, they gotta die. Especially if they actually have like a camp. I'm almost halfway to Sasa, and I gotta go through a wood, through a piece of woods where there are like always people fighting. Wow. Can't say I'm surprised.
You're out of luck. What's your game, beggar? We've a job to do. Clear off or you'll regret it.
Look what comes crawling out from under some
Guts. Bring it on! Christ!
Pig accidentally hit a guard.
Well, I never. The pig turned it up willingly for the slaughter.
Oh, we'll surrender to him.
Take that. Should have fucked up while you had a chance.
Ooh, noble. You're gonna get that repaired, definitely. Or, how do I, you know, might not look that great, but it's better to first put that on my, it's better to just put that in my, horses inventory so I don't get it confused. Now this is pretty fucked. Like, if you find a bunch of bandits here, it shouldn't be surprising anymore. God wasn't. And I said that there are a lot of people fighting here. All the damn time. Jesus. I go here. Who's that? Who's there? There's mostly bandits saying that. Oh, he's picking up the weapons. Yeah, I'm not taking the weapons to maintain them anymore. To sharpen them. Fuck no. I mean, I repair my armor and my own weapons, and my clothes plenty enough. That's my maintenance now. I mean, I don't desperately need my maintenance to go out that much, so might as well. Player skills. Maintenance 19. Yeah, it's only 7 row. Every item of clothing that you wear, every item of clothing you're wearing that you've repaired yourself adds 0.5 to charisma, or to maximum bonus of +2. This implies armor. So only basically my gambeson, my pants, my hose, and my hood. Stuffing. Well, when you repair your own armor, you're able to pet it so it doesn't jangle as much, keeping down your noise and helping your stealth ability. I don't, you know, I don't sneak. Actually, only one more level for stealth kill. That's when you gotta start carrying a dagger. Because I mean, stealth attack on high level enemies doesn't really do much. I'm gonna deliver that guy's will first. I mean, that's probably the only thing I have to do. It's only like a secondary quest. It's to suss out town. Everyone has to go through these guys' property to get to the church. Well, the gravedigger does live here, or well, the knacker is what they call him. Father Fabian.
Father, Vincent of Mervoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Mervoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven. But Vincent is still alive?
Yes. For now.
No one knows how long.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for the trouble.
Thank you, Father.
I would have turned it down.
Goodbye.
I mean, it's his will. I mean, his son Elijah, he did ransack the house when he was supposed to get married. I mean, you could, of course, talk to him, but... I mean, come on. What the fuck? He's supposed to be at Scarlet's.
Father, I'd like to speak with you one more time about your return.
I already told you, I'm not going anywhere.
What? But I paid him.
Do tell me, Father, why don't you like the Rat Priest exactly?
Have you never met him? Now, there's a man without any fellow feeling or morals. When he sits in judgment, he's needlessly cruel. Yet when he's sensitive, he whines and complains. He thinks only of himself and his own desires.
You're right. He really is like that. But how can you criticize him when you're turning your back on your calling out of fear?
That's not the same thing at all.
Isn't it? Maybe not to you or him, but the people won't see it that way. You've both failed your flocks.
You can't possibly mean that. I'm nothing like that ignoramus.
It comes down to the same thing in the end. Having a scoundrel for a priest, or having nobody at all. You have a calling, so follow it.
I don't know who you think you are.
Fail and repetition lost.
But I've no desire to get killed. When Sir Ratzig returns to Skalitz, that's when I shall and not
But
a
I
day
paid him a shitload. And then he said, alright, I'll return.
Don't you feel any shame? Think of all those Christians who faced death and never betrayed their faith.
That's something else entirely.
No, it's not. They weren't afraid to face death, and you're squirming at the thought of some slight danger.
Haven't you seen how they ransacked the place? Does that seem slight to you? Well, not to me.
The Cumans are gone, but the townsfolk won't come back. And why should they, when the man who ought to set an example, the one they look up to, is shitting himself?
I am ashamed.
More repetition lost. And fail.
Not quite enough to get myself killed for it. I'm a man of the cloth, not a man at arms. So, I shall politely decline your offer.
Let's try to pay him again.
Increased your income. Would that convince you?
Because that did.
My boy, my boy. I get tithes from the parishioners, and since my flock amounts to a flock of ravens these days, it won't come too much.
I want to see what he says.
That's why I've arranged a small collection for you. So you'll have something to live on before the parishioners return.
So that's what you're about. And how much have you put together?
Try and pay him as much as I can this time.
Well and good then. Well and good. That's most satisfactory. And where will I live? My house in Skalitz must...
You can live right there at St. James. I'm sure the locals will be grateful enough to give you a roof over your head.
Well, it's true they've treated me kindly, and I do owe them.
Yeah. He said the same thing last time.
Thank you. The people from St. James will never forget.
He said the same thing last time. He said he would return. Paying for your indulgence. Eventually people will rise up against the church. Like, you will return for money, that priest, I mean...
I'm at your service.
He only has 4K. It is. Oh wait, never mind. The golden spurs. 2.1K already. 2.9. The other one was worth like 400.
Let's talk about the where.
Aye, that would do it.
Take it for everything he's got. For some reason the tailor buys all my stuff too.
God almighty, is some...
Cause I gotta wash. Right, that's his will. Oh! Ooh, I thought I was gonna, you know, fall out of my saddle there. Oh, no! No, wait.
Yeah.
Too bad you can't swim. I mean, swimming is part of knighthood training. Now, probably not with this much armor on. But it is part of knighthood training. It's fucking noon. Yeah, it's noon. What the fuck? That's the apprentice. Vitus. Oh well, his son. Or the master blacksmith here.
Yeah.
I thought she was at the,
God save, Henry.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with her head? And her hair? I thought she was at, not the Chamberlain. Forgot what he's called again. Custodian.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God. How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed.
The plague.
Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you.
Now, I wouldn't call myself an alchemist, but I dabble in alchemy, you know, every now and then. I made some bean poisons, some marigold decoction. I made lullaby potion, arithmetic potion, savior snaps, obviously. Brother Nicodemus.
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. I need to find out a little more. Tell me, has the whole village come down with it?
Yeah. You see, all the houses, but not everyone there, but the whole village.
I expect so, or why would they be so fearful about it?
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
The horses and animals they're all dead.
they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So follow me to the scriptorium.
Dig a grave. Too late.
So, where should we start?
They didn't tell me where.
Evidently there's something amiss in the digestive tract.
In the what?
The digestive tract, Henry.
Right.
The trouble lies between the mouth and the arsehole.
Uh-huh. Sure. Just so.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in the Breviarium de Sickness Causa. It's a renowned manuscript from Salerno, written by one Johann of St. Paul.
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous medical works into the common tongue, so you can still be of use. Study the breviary carefully, and compare the symptoms with the recorded cases. That will guide us. I'll try the proven classics, Avicenna and his Canon Medicinae, and Galen's magnum opus, the Ars Medicinalis.
Yes? I have no idea what the fuck you just said. Breviarium de Sickness Causis. How to recognize ailments by means of humors and fluids. It is known that the body of man is composed of 4 humors: blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. If these are imbalanced, the person is hale and healthy. But if there is an excessive one, it swamps the body, disturbs its equilibrium, leads to ailments or even death. The excess of mucus may also lead to diphtheria, for example. The body endeavors to get rid of it by coughing, sometimes spasmodically. It leaves sores in the throat and mouth, that trouble the sick and complicate the intake of fluids. Yeah, they do get thirsty. You can drink a pitcher of water and then be parched right again. The whole agony is further exacerbated by fever, often accompanied by malaise. After a few days, a rash or spots appear. People often become infected by association with a sufferer, but not everyone so succumbs to the infection. Diphtheria does not affect animals, nor do they suffer. Okay, so we can rule that out. Plague, caused by black bile fluctuations, often exhibits many signs. These include fever, accompanied by malaise, often alternated with a plastic cough, perhaps even diarrhea. When the body endeavors to rid itself of excess black bile and great thirst, after a few days, sores erupt on the body, at the neck, under the jaw, in the armpits and groin. Later, black spots are seen on the fingers, nose, mouth, and other protrusions of the human body where accumulated gall settles. It spreads among people, but some people are not afflicted. Small animals do not suffer from the plague, but bigger ones may be infected. A profusion of yellow bile can lead to dysentery, which is manifested by various signs, remember violent diarrhea. Vomiting is present only rarely. The sick also suffer from terrible thirst, abdominal cramps, and fever. It's transmitted from person to person. The animals do not suffer from it. So it is not. It's not diphtheria. It could be plague. It's not dysentery. Right. But there are also other ways in which the inner humors are disturbed and the blood weakened. One such is by poisoning, which is manifested by fever and delirium, stomachache being confusions, diarrhea and great thirst. If a person is poisoned by gas, for example in mines, near swamps or similar places, there often appears on him a rash throughout the nose and mouth. However, this rash does not occur if the poison is ingested through food consuming. Poisoning is not transmitted between humans or animals, but if they all drink, for example, from the same source of water, then people are afflicted as well as animals, the latter often sooner. So I think they've just been poisoned. An interesting case of imbalance of internal fluids is Saint Vitus' dance, which is manifested by the inflicted dancing wildly, contorting and twisting. They may also sing, scream, or lament. They move as if in a trance and wander deliriously. They may dance for days, weeks, or even months, generally until they become exhausted or die. Some may strip off their clothes and devote themselves to signs of the flesh. In one case, dancers were helped by falling from a bridge into the river below. Those who did not drown or die from the fall kicked themselves and ceased to dance. It is important that this dance plague is highly contagious, although it only affects humans and not animals. Saint Vitus dancers who tried to draw animals into their capers ended up kicked and bitten. So I think that it's poisoning. I mean, they have fever, stomachache, diarrhea, and great thirst. I mean, there is a well there, I saw them drink from it, so I think it's poison.
I think I have it.
Yes? And what do you make of it?
It's poisoning from tainted water.
Really? That seems rather unlikely. But if Master Johann of St. Paul's says so, who am I to contradict him? We shall have to prepare some medicine at once.
I know how to.
I can help with that.
Really?
Yes. I know my way around the alchemistic arts.
An ordinary fellow who knows the arts of physic? Who would have thought it? Excellent. I'll give you the recipe, and you have my permission to make use of the monastery laboratory.
I'll get started right away.
I, meanwhile, shall head straight to, where was it again?
Merhoyet.
Oh, yes.
Merhoyet.
I'll take Johanka with me. She has no equal in caring for the sick. Once you have the medication ready, hurry after me.
Thank you, Brother Nicodemus. There's one man there who needs your care more urgently than anyone. He's an important witness in the investigation of some murders.
Out of the question. I shall spend time with the sick in order of their medical needs, not your worldly needs.
Fine. Merhoyet's remedy. 1 valerian, 2 fists, and 1 charcoal and water. The recipe for the healing potion that should cure the afflicted Merhoyet villagers. Prepare clean water, 1 handful of valerian, 2 of thistle and some charcoal. Drop the thistle in the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Add the valerian and boil for 1 more turn. Leave to cool. Finally add the charcoal, but do not boil. So what was it again? 1 valerian, 2 fists, and 1 charcoal. I do need the stuff I need to make it. God damn it. Fuck. Oh no, that's the overseer or master builder. This is Brother Elias. He helps Brother Nicodemus.
May the Lord watch over you.
Like, I need the stuff. I need it. And maybe... No. One Valerian, 2 fists, and 1 charcoal. Valerian, 1 Valerian, 1 handful of Valerian, 2 handfuls of thistle, and 1 bit of charcoal. Now, I don't doubt these guys have charcoal. If all else fails, I can always go to
I'm at your service.
go to Rat's Eye. Oh, it's pretty far. Well, I won't say far. Yeah, I gotta get to Rat's Eye. I don't see any other way. There's a herbalist there. That's where I'll go. And the guy left immediately. What the fuck does he expect? How the hell is he expecting to get the ingredients? Do you expect me to just go out into the woods? I mean, marigold grows everywhere. So does poppy. It's easy to find. Like all that orange stuff, that's marigold. It grows everywhere. And that's also pretty much everywhere. All that red stuff is poppy. I mean, also pretty easy to find. Fly agaric, it grows in some places a lot. Some places only in some places it's pretty rare. If you know a place where it grows a lot, get picking. I'm pretty sure there's no herbalist / alchemist here. What time is it? I'm gonna play another round of chumps. Haven't done that in a while.
I hope that I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'd like to try chumps.
I already won once.
Ah, one more chump. Excellent. So how much will you bet?
I'm not a chump. I won with this.
No half measures. What's there to save for anyway?
That's the betting over with. Now here are your arrows. Farewell.
Shoot the most colored arrows into the logs. Now, you do have quite a lot of time. do have quite a lot of time. Oh wait, wrong button.
Let's see you beat that.
You have 100% accuracy, but so do I. Boom.
Damn, missed.
I already hit two out of my two shadows. Hit 3 out of 3. Nice. 4 out of 4. 5 out of 5. Bastard. This fall I missed. 6 out of 7. 7 out of 8. Nice, 9 out of 8.
Damn, missed.
Oh, missed that one. Hit. Ooh, that was horrible. On the shot, didn't even charge my arrow enough. Most of the time you need to hit living targets to upgrade your archery, but you don't necessarily need that. I mean, most archery contests, you gotta hit still targets, and that also gets your archery up.
Another on target.
Now let's see how many I hit after this. I had 20 arrows. I hit 17 out of 20. Chumps.
Hit home.
Fucking chumps.
Almost had it.
Now, they don't always run out of arrows. Wow. He was already aiming for a while, and then he quit. And they all run so far. Seems like a hit. It seems like a hit. He still has 8 arrows.
I won't miss the next one. Got it!
This guy or that guy can still win, but he has to wait. No, wait. Actually, we can still get tied. That guy has already lost.
Hit home.
I hit like, wait, well, how many? 14 out of 20?
So,
or 17 out of 20?
Well, it would seem you hit more than I ever have. Which means I take my cap off to you, Henry. You're the finest archer I know. Here are your winnings, and stop by here again sometime. I have something you might be interested in.
You said if I came by, you'd have something for me.
So I did, didn't I? You've impressed me, Henry. I haven't seen such excellent bowmanship in quite a while.
Thank you.
I was quite impressed with
In my
myself
younger
too.
days, I learned a certain trick. Then I fell in a ditch once, drunk, and injured my hand, so I can't do it anymore. But I can teach you the knack of it, if you like.
Really? Well, I'm certainly not going to say no.
Should have Vatsek again sometime. Did he just taught me some with my bow? Let's see, what level is my bow? It's pretty high. Don't even try until you've got. Don't even try to play jumps or a bunch of archery contests until you really, you know, got your archer up to 5. I'm the finest archer he knows. I'm even better than him. than he ever has. I've hit more than he ever has. I mean, I was impressed that I had 17 out of 20 on jumps as well. I'm impressed too. I mean, it's okay to be impressed with yourself every now and then. I guess it just gave me some bow experience. But always just shoot at either specialized targets during archery contests, not during whatever the fuck you want. It's got to be during archery contest, or shoot the logs with jumps, or living things. I mean, if you just regular hit the targets without it being an archery contest, you're not gonna get any experience from it. You don't get any bow experience. We have a rabbit, deer, boar, and the targets in archery context, that all gets a bow experience up. I hate to promote poaching, but you gotta poach. I mean, that's when you start to, that's when you hold, at level 5, you hold the bow correctly. The arrows fly faster and straighter. Of course, it depends on your bow and your arrows. The bow wasn't damaged. Okay, weird. Whatever. How is it? 5. Oh yeah, I forgot, these guys, they're carrying water now. I'm pretty sure that guy's carrying shit. Yeah. And didn't give Tom that a winch a job. He was trying to threaten me. He tried to threaten me. So fuck him. That's Vincent. Yeah. I think that's Maruna. Okay. She really needed a job. She didn't show up, but I gave her the job of hauling shit. I mean, she really needs to make some money because someone was dying, so. And hey, you get paid double for hauling shit. Plus, it's shit down. The shit was only down to a hill, not up. The water you only have to carry up the hill. I gotta give that back to the guy that was dying. To Thistle, 1 Valerian. I'll go around his house, up the stairs, they stick to the wall, not a private area. Let's see if I got it right. Charcoal, Valerian, Thistle. Prepare. Thistle, Valerian, charcoal. Clean water. Aqua. Alright. 2 handful, Drop the 2 handfuls of fizzle in a cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. I think let's let it cool now. Yeah, I was born for 1 more turn. Finally adds the chocolate, but do not boil. When it's over there, so you immediately drop it in. So don't do that. Because this is stuff that you cannot grind. The same as mushrooms. Can't grind it. I don't have to distill it, so that's good. Ooh. But no, you gotta get the file before you can still. Use. And how many do we need to make? Prepare the remedy. Like, how many do we need to make? Take the, okay. Like, I only made 1. I mean, it's only full of 1 vial. But do I need to drop that into the well? Or dump it out to the well? Can't wait for another tournament. Cause I wanna fight. A fair 1-on-1 vibe. 1-on-1 fight. Long swords. Why are the cows up on the roads? Strange. Don't see that very often. More stamina is almost down by half. Pretty sure that's the sun. Okay. So the sun is about to set, but it is summertime in the game and in real life. So the sun is gonna set a little slower. Oh, I'm in combat. Where you at? Where the fuck you at? Where these punks at? That's right, you better run. Bunch of pussies. Like when other people have the sign of combat at the fleeing combat, that I notice that immediately. But when I'm riding, I'm watching the road very carefully. Then you don't really see it as much. As obvious. Because when it's really obvious. It really is. You don't notice it as much. There are a bunch of humans here too. It's crazy. Yeah, to the right is the camp. Don't want to find them right now. More to the left. Straight ahead. Oh wait, tell my guards. They'll deal with them. I can't be bothered right now. Can't be bothered to fight humans. Who are you?
Well,
What's the matter?
wouldn't you like to measure your skills against mine?
Oh, hell yes.
I fear there's nothing else I know, friend.
Who are you, anyway? And what do you do?
Merchants hire me for protection. That's all you need to know. Would you dare to face me?
All right, why not?
Finally. Take it. I hope you have coin, though.
Hey, he's a mercenary.
Aye, I have.
Fine, let's go.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I didn't press the wrong button. I mean, you get plenty of coin for winning the tournament, and even more if you wager on it. Oh yeah, he was holding his axe that way. Oh wait, no. Oh, I won.
Damn it. You got lucky. But then, luck's a part of it too. Take your winnings and go. How are
50?
you, Henry?
That's... Oh yeah, twice 50. Good. Luck is a part of it. Maybe he's gonna block you, maybe he's not. Also depends on what weapon they're using. Luck is the smallest part in it. A part, but not the largest, the most important part. If you think luck is the most important part, you're doing something wrong. Then it's always just lucky. Oh, well, what do you know? Just when I'm not anywhere near Rattag. There'll be a tournament in the Rattag tomorrow. You can enroll by going to see the Herald in the morning. I mean, you have to wait here to see the effect take effect. Like, if Brother Nicodemus, just to wait like 10 seconds, right? Then I wouldn't now, you know, already be done. Because then I could go from Sesso directly to Merlia. I wouldn't have to go to Rattag first. Alright. Behind a locked door. That makes a whole lot of sense. What's number 8? Oh, boy tournaments. Quest log. Oh, I don't need to go back to. This is a dick move. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. That was Straw's house too. This is Malakar's house.
I hope I can be in. We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
I think I had a bit
Bastards
further
weren't
on.
satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards! Farewell.
As I take a sip, it's not gonna be me. Fuck no.
Evening, mate.
What are you punishing me for?
There you are. He's in black robes, so I can't
here
see
I am.
shit.
How are things looking?
It doesn't look good at all, my boy. Do you have the potion?
Yes, here it is.
I'll take 4 doses, you take the rest, and let's split up. I'll see to the Straw family, while you deal with Melikhar's wife and the rest. They wouldn't let me go near that prisoner. They want him to suffer. Despite his terrible crimes, to treat a fellow mortal soul like that.
Yeah, can you?
Ignorant yokels. That brigand has to live. He's a crucial witness.
I'd be careful with such statements. He's done much harm to the good people here.
Oh, I know. But if I can, when I question him, I can find more people that aided in this. Because something like this might happen again.
No, let me sleep.
You're actually not allowed to have open flame in houses.
My respects to you, sir.
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really brought a potion to rid us of this scourge, I'll let you do anything.
Well, whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days before we know whether the potion worked.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Thank Brother Nicodemus. Without him, there'd have been no potion.
I'll do that. Now open up that shed. God be with you.
How though? How do I give the cure to the sick?
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Punish? For what?
I gotta give the potion to the others. Alright, then do not afflicted. Hope this woman isn't mad at me. Oh, whoops.
You're back?
Yes, and I have something to make you well again.
Good Lord above. Thank you for showing us your mercy.
Drink this, and give it to everyone in the house. I've also brought someone who will take care of you until you get back on your feet.
Thank you, Good Samaritan.
Yeah, and no one told me where I could dig a grave, so it's not my fault at all. Not in the slightest.
Brother, is that you? We have to hitch up the sled.
Yes, the sled. Just you drink this and you'll be fine.
Oh, wait, who's that?
Brother?
It is. Drink some, and give it to the others in the house too. Brother Nicodemus will come to check on you.
No, people always get very mad when you're trespassing. They should want to crucify you when you do it, when you know. Let's see, Matthias. Let's see how he's doing. Maybe he's feeling a bit better. Then again, maybe he got sick too.
About this... Can I haven't been... What's the locals? I know. Sir Hanush?
Since when do subjects govern a village in place of the Lord?
What can we do? If it weren't for Malachar, those bandits would have torched the place to the ground. The villagers won't follow anyone else.
Like, I find it weird that they say that they told me to bury the body. I mean, look at this. Horses, little pigs. Okay, well, never mind. Well, I mean, like, you don't burn bodies except during a plague. Burning bodies is illegal. I wonder if the Crusades will reform this, you know? Reform 1403. If there was a crusade afterwards, then I want to go on a crusade and take back the Holy Land. Now, the people want him dead, which I understand why. However, he might be, the executioner might want him killed by torture. That might be his sentence. And when they kill someone by torture, they take a piece of pliers and they basically rip a piece of flesh off of them. Now that hurts. Now, maybe they want to burn him at the stake, or drown him, take turns at him with knives, or rocks, or whatever. Oh shit. Yep, this has been busy for 1:45. Already way too long. So I'm gonna end here, and I'm gonna start another one right away.